Allow today to be the day you release all of your negative patterns, your programming, limiting beliefs and thoughts, familiarity, comfort zones, things that keep you down, things that keep you stuck, any type of repetition, anything that feels like you're living like a broken record, things over and over again. Because this world needs your love and your positivity, not the other stuff. If you really want to get in touch with loving yourself, you have to stop genuinely caring about what people think about you. That's the only way you're going to start building a foundation of self-love. When you honestly stop lying to yourself, that's when you truly begin to live a genuine positive life, not a false positive life. You have to really get in touch with those things that are deep inside you. Maybe things you've never shared with anyone before. You have never let anyone even see them, or even allowed anyone to know they exist at all. I'm talking about like deep personal stuff that, you wouldn't even feel comfortable telling your closest friend. Maybe you need to get in touch with that stuff today and really just resonate with a truth that, you got to get into a different alignment in order for you to see a different reality. If you're living in an attraction-based reality, then unconsciously what you're sending to the universe is lack, loss, or absence. When you already have everything, no matter how thoroughly someone or societies convince you otherwise, you have to seriously analyze within yourself that you have everything. And it's not cliche to say that. Everything that you've ever been searching for in external sources is always internal. Absolutely. Belief is the antithesis of consciousness. Your beliefs are what divide you from everyone else. That's all unconscious social programming that keeps you tied down to this archaic system that just wants nothing but war and violence and division and conflict, and just keep fighting and arguing and disagreeing. And it's a never-ending cyclical pattern. The very same patterns that you need to surrender, abandon, just send to the universe for transmutation, healing, transformation, so the universe can send those energies back to the earth in a positive form, perhaps making someone else's life better for just one more day. So when you follow the same patterns every day, it's like a cookie cutter, the definition of insanity is to continue the same behaviors and expect a different outcome. That's it in a nutshell. Literally, you can't expect to wake up, be the same person that you were yesterday, and have something different happen. It's just not going to happen. In order for you to see change, you have to be change. In order for you to be change, you have to recognize the necessity for change, or else it's not going to occur. Same thing holds true if you're in a relationship with someone. Never expect anything from anyone, and you'll never be disappointed. You should always accept people at face value. A lot of people tend to make the mistake of only choosing to view the good in someone, which is not good, because then what you're basically doing is you're basically covering half the picture. Imagine for a moment that you were watching television and you had a piece of cardboard, and the piece of cardboard covered half the screen, and you're only viewing half of the television. So you're not viewing the picture in its entirety. It's always best to view people in a truthful manner, in the reality that they are. View them in their entirety, the good, the bad, and everything in between, and that includes yourself. And that's when you have when you're self-analyzing, don't be hard on yourself, because no one's perfect. We're all a work in progress. But, the whole premise of this video today is just perhaps to make you realize that something needs to change in your life. You have to cause a chain reaction. You have to be the catalyst of that change. It's not going to happen on its own. The universe manifests energies for you in the form of opportunities and things to take it, to embrace. But you have to take the physical steps to make that happen. The same holds true with this. In order for you to see any type of change in your life, you have to take physical steps to realize maybe today I need to work on parts of myself, or just a part of myself that seriously needs to be repaired. If it cannot be repaired, it has to be replaced. It's like anything else. If a part is worn out and it can't be fixed, it's got to be replaced. Same thing with your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, patterns, ideas, ideologies, idiosyncrasies, visions, dreams, intentions, all that stuff. Sometimes it gets old. Thoughts get old. They need to be replaced. Some people, they're very staunch. They're very stubborn. They're very old school. They're very stuck in these patterns because it's an old bad friend It's something that they've known their entire life. So this is the reason why when they wake up miserable. They're miserable all day. They go to bed miserable, and then they just repeat themselves constantly because they don't feel that there's a need for them to change. They don't recognize it in themselves because they just love themselves the way they are. That's all subjective. But from an objective viewpoint, that's absolutely the antithesis. So perhaps you need to step outside yourself to see what's actually going on.